You're listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. Hi, I'm Francine.
And I'm Carrie.
We're two best friends who can't stop talking, usually about Disney stuff.
Sometimes we have fascinating guests, and sometimes it's just us. But it's always positive and fun.
We're happy to have you join our chat. Thanks for listening, and let's get started. Hi, Carrie.
Hello, pal.
Hello. We are home.
Indeed we are. No more live
Commentations?
On location commentary.
Yeah, it was, we did the last couple episodes we did from Walt Disney World, but we just couldn't pull this one. We did talk about doing this one from Walt Disney World, and then I can't remember how we got,
I don't know. We were just too busy.
Something happened, and then it just didn't work. But the last we left off was the night that you and I went to bingo, and you made us pasta for dinner.
Oh, indeed.
So I have to ask you, do you ever listen to our podcasts after I release them?
No, not usually.
I know. You should, because I gotta tell you, when I was editing the pasta one, and that it was funny, but then sometimes I do when I'm driving somewhere and it the next podcast comes on and it's us, and sometimes I fast forward and I'm like, I'm not listening to this again, but sometimes I do, and that one I did, and yeah, it was totally just you and me having our normal day-to-day conversation.
But I listened to it when you were editing it, and we were laughing like crazy when you were editing it. That's enough for me, and that's why I don't really watch it or listen to them again, because that when I was listening to you edit them when we were there, and we were laughing, I'm like, yeah, boneheads. There's no need for me to hear anymore. I lived through it. And we giggled, and then I heard it again, and we were giggling, and that's pretty much it.
That's where we left off. So we did talk about recording the next one while we were there, but I don't know what happened. So we just gotta fill in the last couple of days of our trip, which feels like a lifetime ago, but it really wasn't that long ago.
No.
So after our pasta night, our next day was our afternoon tea.
Yes.
So this was us going to so we decided not to go to a park in the morning, which was kind of silly. We probably should have done the park first before tea, because it was really hot after tea.
Right. So the last couple of days of our trip was very, very, very hot.
Yes.
The first part of the trip was the most beautiful early summer, no humidity weather, which I'm sure we probably mentioned in the other episodes. And then the last couple of days was what we thought the whole trip was going to be.
Yes.
Way too hot to do anything.
Yeah. But we still didn't do anything. We didn't get up that morning and make the most of the cooler morning before the sun gets hot. We just said, and we ventured over to the Grand Floridian, for our afternoon tea.
It was at 2 something, I think. So we went a little bit early to look in the shops.
We did. We kind of spent the morning hanging out at the hotel, because I took pictures on the balcony, so I know that's what I was doing. And it said, I took a picture of the temperature, Carrie, and it said it felt at 12:22. It said the real feel was 39. So yeah, it was hot. So we headed over and we took time to take pictures of the flowers, and we wandered, because neither one of us had really done a good look at the lobby since it was all updated. Mm-hmm. We went to the stores. We went to the regular store, which they updated a little bit. It's a little better. We did Basin, and then we went to the fancy schmancy schmoozy one on the ground floor. We didn't buy anything. No. We did Basin and looked around there, and then it was time for our afternoon tea.
The tea I'd been looking forward to for years.
Yes. So this was your first experience at tea.
Yeah, my first Grand Floridian tea.
Yes. And I loved the fact that it was like Alice in Wonderland theme. So I was pretty excited about that because the old tea didn't have a theme. It was just afternoon tea.
That's the theme.
Yeah. Yeah. But now this one's like Alice in Wonderland tea.
Yeah.
So we went in. We were seated in the middle. And do you want to talk about the seats?
The seats were like really like squishy and big chairs, but like low, I guess, because like we were seated really low. Like it's like our chin was almost at the table.
It was like it felt very uncomfortable how low we were, like whether was the table too high or was the chair too low?
Maybe a little bit of both. I don't know.
I don't know, but I felt like a little kid at that table.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just our table, it was everybody's.
I think the seats were comfortable, but it was just that it made us uncomfortable because we were seated kind of low. And they have booths, and maybe the booth, like the upholstery on all of the furniture looked similar. So I don't know if you sat in the booths, if it would have been the same.
Yeah. And it looked like everybody else was in the same boat. It wasn't just because we're vertically challenged or whatever. Like I think everybody looked kind of short in comparison to the table. But it was lovely. Like it was decorated so nicely. Like everything they did in there was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then she offered us our tea. So the tea menu was kind of cool. You could choose from a whole bunch of different kinds of tea. I, of course, just wanted like regular tea.
Did I do the same? Didn't I get a regular tea too?
You got a regularish tea. I have to look for the picture because at the end they give you a little card of what kind of tea you got, right? So that you remember what it is. And yours was not the same as mine, but it was similar in that it was like a regular type tea. It wasn't one of the fancy fruity
ones,
whatevers.
Different flavored, yeah.
Yeah. So I think my first disappointment was the size of the teapot.
You expected a bigger teapot.
I did. So when they brought out the tea, you get your own pot and then you have your little teacup. But the pot was it was probably like a 2-cup pot. And we all know I love tea. So the old pots, they were like 5 or 6 cup tea. So needless to say, about halfway through, I had to ask for more tea because I'd already drank my pot.
And I kind of wonder, like, considering it's at a theme park, like if people necessarily aren't big tea lovers, like sure you go for tea because you think it's cool or whatever. And I'm sure lots of people love tea. But I don't know if it's geared towards the tea people lover.
Like me, the tea grannies like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so whatever, but they brought me more tea. So it's already brewed. It's already steeped when you get it. So there's no tea leaves or anything in it. There's no tea bags in it. And you have to ask for milk, if you want milk and sugar in your tea, which is fine. She brought that out. And then we got our little scone. Is it scone or scone? I say scone.
You're asking the wrong person.
I say scone. So it was an orange cranberry scone. And it had butter. Was it apricot jelly and cream? So you got those 3 that you could put on your scone.
That's good.
It was delicious. That scone was delicious. Like I really liked it. And then out came the plate, like the tower,
the 3-tiered tower.
Yes. So it started with the really savory at the bottom, and then it works its way up to the sweet. So on the bottom, I'm reading off the thing. I'll tell you what was on the bottom, and then you can tell me which ones you liked. So there was the curried chicken salad playing card tart, the Footman's Feast, a Wonderland salmon crisp, and Tweedledee egg salad sandwich.
Yep.
Those were on the bottom.
Yeah. I think I'd rather comment at the end.
Okay. All right. In the middle was the caterpillar cucumber roll, the matcha Mad Hatter, the Tea Party tart. Then, oh no, the Tea Party tart was the sweets, right? So it was just in the middle was the caterpillar cucumber roll and the matcha Mad Hatter. And then there was the Tea Party tart, the flamingo croquet choux, and painting the rose.
Yeah.
Those are all of the things.
And all of those descriptions, most of the people listening are not even going to know what the heck they were because they're just themed. It was just everything was all about the theming.
Yeah. And so what about the tasting?
Like
I wrote a blog on this, Carrie, so I want to hear what you would say.
Like, I think that I was just disappointed. I wanted like a traditional tea, and I understand, like, I think that they could have themed it to Alice in Wonderland and not had everything so themed. Like, they could have had just the desserts themed and had a regular whatever. So, like, I don't know. Like, I felt the food was just over the top across the board, right? Like, the sandwiches were savory, but like almost too savory. The sweets were too sweet and too over the top. Like, everything was like plus when it didn't need to be. Like, it should have like basic delicious sandwiches, and then like you're wowed by a few things, not them trying to wow you by everything. And I think when we both sort of felt this way, that like it was even hard. Like, we had flavor fatigue. Like, by the time we got to the desserts, we couldn't even enjoy them anymore because like we should have taken the desserts all to go, because everything was so like savory and mixed with lots of flavors and whatever. The simplest thing was the only thing that was simple was the tea. And by the time we got to desserts, our taste buds were so like overloaded that I don't think we really enjoyed them, because it was just too much. Like the Mad Hatter matcha thing was like this ginormous hat covered in matcha tea powder and whatever. Like, that flavor alone is enough, like, to be like the dessert that's the main focus or whatever, right? Like, everything was over the top. So I felt like it was just a little too much, and it hindered me from enjoying it. And I, like, a week or so after we got back, I went to like a proper Victorian tea. Yeah. And that's kind of what I expected more of that, because I expected at the Grand Floridian that it would be something more traditional than what it was. It was just over the top theme. And then people have asked me what I thought about it, and I just said it was way too over themed. Like it was expensive for us in Canada with the exchange rate and everything. And I don't even like, if I would have enjoyed it more, I wouldn't even balk at the price. Like, it is what it is. It's an experience. It's a lovely experience. But yeah, it was way over themed.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta say.
It almost felt like they were trying too hard.
Mm-hmm.
They, and you're right. Everything was just plus. Like, even the egg salad, like a good egg salad sandwich, a nice little finger size one that you're happy with for, to go with your tea. Lovely. But instead, it was like there were extra flavors in it, and it was on this big bun that was like purple and
everything was bright colors, bright purple, bright green, bright pink.
They photographed lovely.
Yeah, that's the thing. It all looks great. It's meant for like the people, like the Instagrammers. Like, it's a great. It looks great. In theory, it's awesome, but it's not as like delivering, like the actual delivery of the tea and eat and
yes,
and I don't know, like us consuming it is different. But
Well,
maybe
and
it's not meant to. Maybe it's meant to just nibble here and there, and like whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It was.
well, I think it's hard because I did compare it to the original one, and the original one was a proper afternoon tea
Mhm.
experience.
That's why I wanted to go so bad, because I was like, I assumed like if I was going, like if that was going to be exactly what it was supposed to be.
Well,
So.
and everything was so small and like in the original one, they had a curried chicken sandwich, but it was just little finger sandwiches, and it left you wanting more of them because
Mm.
they were just the bite size. And then the desserts were, yes, lovely and over the top. And they used to have this strawberry dessert. It was lovely. But you're right. Like this one, there were so many desserts, and they were and have you ever heard me say there's too much
Mm.
sugar? Never.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you need to check my head if I'm saying there's too much sugar. And there, like, I did not finish the desserts.
But if we would have had simple sandwiches, we would have enjoyed the like simple, like what
Yes.
you're saying. Like they can still be curry chicken sandwich, but
Yes.
like more simple, then we would have like savored the desserts and enjoyed them. But by the time we got to the desserts, we tried, like we barely ate the desserts. Like we
I
just tried
know.
them and kind of moved on for
Like never,
sure.
not that I would ever share a picture of it. Um, but like we took a picture of like the I want to call it like the carcass plate where in order to photograph the others we like ate a piece, so like the matcha hat, and you can see I've got like two bites out of it, and then it went on like the when you're eating chicken and you have like the bones plate, that was like our bones plate, and I've got half my egg salad sandwich, and because it just didn't hit the mark.
No, and yeah, like maybe, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
And so they give you a little card at the end. The card was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here, I've got to the picture where the tea is. So I had the orangery of Lady Grey, and you had the London Strand breakfast tea.
Mm.
So that was lovely. And they give you a little card at the end. But I'm just looking to see. So here's our bill. Our bill, I took a picture of it. Uh, it's an automatic 18% gratuity, and it was $196.71 for the two of us.
US dollars
US.
for the Canadians listening.
So for the Canadians listening, and for everybody listening, that's like $300 for us.
Yeah, like 260 or 70, I think was the exchange
Yeah.
rate. Like it's a lot. Like that's a lot to, and maybe what I was trying to think, what I was thinking, pondering saying before when I was like, well, is like maybe when you go to tea you're not supposed to like eat everything or whatever, but like I don't know, we spent like $130-$140 each on it, like the fact that like these little tiny sandwiches and little tiny desserts, we couldn't finish them.
Yes.
Is kind of, it was kind of bizarre. Like I would expect we would have polished it. We would have been like part of the Grand Floridian afternoon tea clean plate club.
We didn't eat anything before we went either, because we were like, oh, we're going to have our afternoon tea, and we were so looking forward to it. So I will say I'm glad I did it.
Me
It's
too.
a lovely experience. We had fun, obviously. I'm glad we did it. I don't know that I'd do it again. If I had a friend who was like, oh my gosh, I'm desperate to try it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I would try it again if they changed the menu.
Oh yeah, me
like
too.
if yeah, just unless it was like looked exactly the same but like different fluorescent themed Disney movie. But if they like if they kind of refreshed the menu and did something like totally different, I would give it a try again for sure.
Yeah, me too. I think so.
This is a fun experience, like, and with the different, like with your friend, like with the people you go with, really makes the experience, I'm sure, more than the food anyways. But
yeah, we had good giggles, and we enjoyed it.
We wore matchy shirts, didn't we?
We did. We wore matchy shirts, and we got our picture taken, and we did all that stuff. So we can't complain. It was good.
No.
It was good. But I would say if you're going to spend money on an experience, maybe this isn't the one I'd first recommend.
Yeah, like have dinner at a signature restaurant you've always wanted to eat at, or
Yeah,
or book
absolutely.
a
Like
tour.
we could have eaten at the California Grill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And we
then
had we had finger sandwiches.
like little kids, the picture, because there's a picture of us that the waitress took from the side, and you can see you're sitting on, like, you've got one leg folded under you to try and prop you up higher at the table. Oh, so we finished that, and then our plan was Magic Kingdom to do Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, and stay for the nighttime parade.
That was the plan. So we got to Magic Kingdom. We took the monorail.
Yeah.
And we didn't walk it, so we took the monorail. We got to Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Did we eat? Were we still hungry? I don't think we did.
We did not. We went into the Emporium.
Okay.
We started to complain about how hot it was.
Mm-hmm.
We went into the Emporium and we bought some stuff. That's where I bought my Magic Kingdom t-shirt. You bought some stuff. And then we came out and decided it was too hot. So we left.
Like, I don't even think we talked about going on Big Thunder. I don't even think we checked the ride time.
We decided it was too hot. And then we said to each other, okay, why don't we just leave and we'll come back after dark?
Yeah.
And we'll come back tonight after dark,
right.
when it's cooler.
Yeah.
And we'll see the parade. And we're like, yeah, that's a perfect idea. Let's do it. So I have a picture of us leaving the Emporium with our bags just to prove that we were actually in the Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So we literally walked in the Magic Kingdom, went into the Emporium, shopped the whole Emporium on the left side, and then left.
Mm.
We took the bus back like boneheads. So it was so hot, and we walked all the way to that bus stop. And by the time we got there, we were both like dead to the world. It was so hot. We got on the bus. We got back to the hotel. We enjoyed the air conditioning.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, like, if we're gonna make it for the parade, we got to get moving.
Is this the day we flipped the coin?
So in typical, when I tell people that you and I are like fly by the seat of your pants, I don't know that they really appreciate how much until I explain, like, one night we flipped a coin. So at this point, we're in the room debating, how long is it going to take us to get back to see the nighttime parade? We didn't do Thunder, and they refurbished Thunder, and you love Big Thunder, and we didn't even go on it. So we were debating this in the room. And then we were like, we could do that. We could jump in an Uber. We could go, whatever. Or we could we didn't get a lot of steps today. That was the other thing that was motivating us, was the lack of steps.
Mm-hmm.
So then we decided that we could get some steps if we walked up to the front for dinner. But we couldn't decide. You couldn't decide, and I couldn't decide. So we flipped a coin.
And Magic Kingdom lost.
It did. It lost. Carrie flipped the coin. Didn't you drop the coin and then we had to search for it on the floor? But
whatever. It flipped in the air. Wherever it lands is the heads or tails. Whether I have the capabilities of catching a coin on my or not, it flipped.
So we just decided that's it. And we went to... No, we did not.
We went to Artist Palette, didn't we? Wasn't that our last night? Or did we go to Disney Springs?
I think we went to Disney Springs. We did, Carrie, because I'm looking at my pictures, and you know where we went?
Yeah.
Where?
Polite Peak.
That's it. That's what we did. We didn't go to Artist Palette. I don't know when we did Artist Palette.
Artist Palette probably the next night. We did go to Artist
We
Palace
did on the last night. Yeah,
this is our second last night. We flipped a coin and it was Disney Springs or Magic Kingdom.
Right, because we wanted to get our steps in. So we did Disney Springs, and you had never eaten at the Polite Pig.
Mm-hmm.
So we did.
And I felt like with the Polite Pig, like every time there's two reasons why I never really ate there. First reason is that often when you're coming in down from the garage, like you get hit with that smell of pork barbecue, and if you're not feeling it, that's not the thing you want to smell. So that's usually it. It's like the smell of it, or it looks so busy all the time. And I didn't know that they had so much seating inside. So
yes. You were shocked.
So many people, and then I'm like, well, what are you supposed to do? Get it to go? Like sit at like the 4 like table like charger tabletops outside? Like what are you supposed to do? No wonder it's always so busy. There's only 4 tables outside to sit at. And then when we went through, because it was later at night that we went in, it like there's all kinds of seating, and it's I'm gonna go there again now just based on the seating. Forget about the fact that I thought it was delicious. Just because I know I can find a place to sit now, I'm going to go there. You were
pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm. I like that they have all kinds of like vegetarian options there, and salads and things, which was pretty exciting to see. So it was really good. It was really. And we had tomato. No, we had
watermelon salad.
Watermelon salad. Yeah, that was really good.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh, those are really good.
The fries, what are they, pancake fries? What are they called? The crisscross fries?
Waffle fries?
What's it? Waffle fries and wings. So we got 4 of the starters, and we just shared them.
Yeah, it was good.
That was really good. It was really good. That was a good dinner. And then we felt pretty good because we got all our steps in, because we walked like all the way from Saratoga, and our room at Saratoga was not near the bridge to Disney Springs. So it was I think we timed it that night. It was like a 10 or 15 minute walk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's about 15 minutes just to get off the Saratoga property, and then.
Yeah. So so we got our steps in that night. We felt pretty good about that.
Night, like, did we walk all the way to the end and back too? Or I can't remember what we did first steps that day. Like, did we walk to the end and then come back? And you get some pretty decent steps that way, for sure.
Absolutely. So we were pretty tired by the time we came back. We did take a little stop in.
You know how else you get really decent steps?
In the park?
Going to a theme park.
And walking past the Emporium and up Main Street. Like, Carrie, we didn't even make it past, like, Casey's.
I can't believe we didn't go on the Haunted Mansion or Pirates or the People Mover or Living with the Land or Spaceship Earth.
Yeah. I can believe it, because this is you and I.
I can believe it, but I can't believe it. Like
I
those
know.
are like our ride or dies.
But we were so relaxed.
I guess.
Like, I think that's the point that I don't know if people are getting it, that you and I were so relaxed. It was so chill. It really was vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our biggest stress was whether we were going to get bingo or not. The night we did bingo.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our second to last night.
Mm-hmm.
So the next day we got up and we worked and we worked and we worked, which, we do. And then we were like, okay, like, we haven't gone to a pool at all. And we specifically requested that building to be close to the pool.
Close to the pool, yeah.
So
now,
then,
let's say, like, a lot of times during the week, the pool was really busy.
It was.
So, and when we went that day, it was very busy too. Like, we barely could find a shady place to situate ourselves.
So it was kind of up in the air. And then, Carrie, you said, I'm going to walk over and see if I can find us a table. So you walked over and you came back and said, yes, there are shady tables. Let's get dressed. So we get our bathing suits on, we go over, and the tables you saw were gone. So we had to sit at the high top tables at the bar. which was fine. We had shade. We had some
It
shade.
was shady. Mm-hmm.
And then we got in the pool.
It was wonderful.
Oh my gosh, Carrie. It was
We
like
wish we
bath
would have
water.
done it every day. That trip.
We got in the pool and literally said to each other, why did we not do this earlier in the
I
week?
know, it was so nice.
It was lovely. Like, we stayed in the pool for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We chatted with other people in the pool. Yeah. It was beautiful.
Really nice. It was it was really nice. We stayed out there for a couple of hours.
We
We
did.
didn't have a drink because a drink was like $18.
Well, I did have a beer, but you didn't want one of the fruity drinks because they were like $18.
Oh, and then I was going to get one, and remember the bartender wasn't there, and they said they can't serve it unless the bartender's on duty, and I was like, well, that's silly.
But we did get
but
fries there.
$18 for a drink is a lot to
Yeah.
to come to terms with when you don't drink at all.
Well, yeah, you don't drink at all, so like to spend $18 on one is a bit ridiculous.
When you don't really want it, you're just getting one to have one
because it's fun. Yeah. So so that was it. But we did get some fries while we were there. Those were good. They made those fresh really while we were there. So we nibbled on those. And then we went back to the room and showered and changed and whatever. And that was the night we went to the front for dinner.
Yeah, Artist Palette.
And that food was super yummy.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really good dinner.
We ate there a couple times, I think, right? We ate the check-in day.
Yeah.
I guess maybe only the check-in day and the check-out day.
The only thing that was a little disappointing was I bought us a cupcake for dessert. Remember, we split the cupcake. It was, it had a little bit of chocolate icing in the middle. It was okay. As Carrie will tell you, she doesn't love Disney cupcakes. Surprise. It wasn't as good as all those cupcakes we ate at the beginning of the week that we got from Publix.
Yeah, next time we're ordering two 6-packs.
Yes. But then we had to come back. Like, we had to get back to the room and pack and get all our stuff together because we were on the 7 a.m. flight home.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a brutal flight.
But it is nice to be home by lunchtime, that's for sure.
It is. Like, we get home and we land and then we kind of we're right in the middle of the day. So we're getting home between the morning and the afternoon lunch, the rush hour in Toronto.
Yeah.
So the traffic is not horrendous.
Yeah, it was good.
And you're home by noon, which is lovely. So, but we had the Uber pick us up. It was like, I think it was 3:30 in the morning. Yeah.
Crazy.
And then we went, it's funny because we went to the food court. We had McDonald's breakfast because we were there so early because you never know what it's going to be like for security and all that stuff. So we're both big believers in be early than late.
Mm-hmm.
So we did. We had McDonald's breakfast. And
yeah. We are Canada home, right? Because we flew Porter down.
Yes. Yeah. And that was it. That was our excitement. That's the end of our trip, Carrie. It was so relaxing. It really was.
It was a vacation. It was a real vacation.
Yeah. It felt like a real vacation. We need to do that more often. Next time we're going to do it, though, on the water. We need to do another cruise vacation.
Absolutely.
Like a chill vacation like the MSC one we did, where we did nothing. Because that's what lots of people do on vacation is nothing. We've just mastered the art.
We just figured it out now.
Yeah, exactly. So that was fun. That is the end of our trip report. I wonder if anybody has any questions, or did we cover it all? Now people are going to start looking at bingo and mosaics and flipping a coin to decide whether you're going to go to a park or not.
Yep. Yeah. Or just shake their head at us.
All right, Carrie. I didn't even ask you before we started, but I think we have pixie dust this week, don't we?
Yeah, my pixie dust, I think I'm going to do what I did yesterday, that I went to Canada's Wonderland.
Oh, yes.
With a bunch of Disney pals, and I hadn't been to Canada's Wonderland in over 20 years.
That's
Because
crazy.
when you start to spend a lot of time at Disney parks, those other types of parks are just not up to snuff.
Yes. Well, I wondered if we should be doing an episode on Carrie's thoughts of Canada's Wonderland versus
I don't
Disney.
think that's required. But anyways, I got to spend some time with some friends, and we just had lots of fun. I only went on one attraction because that's how I do things. I went on. I'm
What'd
not
you
going to
go
remember
on?
what it's called. The one of the old wooden roller coasters. I remembered it today. I told somebody when I was on one of the old original wooden coasters.
Oh,
That
like
they've
a big
have,
roller coaster?
but it's wooden. You remember like how they used to have
Yeah,
the wooden
yeah.
roller coasters? The Canadian Mindbuster, I think that's what it's called.
Oh.
And I guess half of it is like fixed to like they've redone it to be smoother, and then half of it isn't. So that's what I told them at the start of the day. I'm like, not buying no fast pass, Universal Express pass, no mambo jumbo today. I'm here to spend time with you guys, and I'll go on one ride, and it's this ride. And so I went on that ride with everybody, and then they ended up going on all of the other rides over and over and over and over again. Like they went on all these crazy, like they make like a Disney roller coaster look like child's play. It's a small. They're like it's a small world in comparison to these roller coasters. So they did them all day long. My contribution was that I got the all day food pass. So I just kept setting my clock and like eating every hour and a half, a snack or whatever. But yeah, I was there for the people, but it was nice to, like it's not as bad as I remembered it. Like I think they definitely the upkeep is a little bit better. There could be some more trees. There's not a lot of shade there on a very, very hot day, but I was okay. I would go there again and not ride anything and get a food pass for the day. So
okay. Any food that was like a standout for you?
Not really. Well, poutine. They had poutine. They had like one of our friends is American, so they don't understand the poutine thing. So we took a look at the poutine and saw that it was legit. So we told her to get poutine, and then I saw her poutine. It was like fresh cut fries, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some." So like 3 of us got the poutine. That was probably the best thing. Everything else is just theme park.
It's just theme park food.
But like, what else am I supposed to do if I'm not riding anything all day long? So and they had like fast passes to get on everything. So like they weren't in lines long. So we all just like ate food all day, and then they rode things over and over and over and over again.
Nice.
And the merch game needs to, I couldn't even buy, I didn't find anything to buy, which is kind of a bummer.
That's a bummer.
Didn't bring home a souvenir. Maybe next time. So that's it.
Awesome.
So what's your pixie dust?
Did you see the poutine? So they've announced there's going to be a poutine in Canada in Epcot. It's
not going to be good. Just stop it.
Hosted by, it's sponsored by Air Canada, I think.
Gives me a little bit of hope, but still no.
As long as it's not the same people that do the poutine in Disney Springs, because that's disgusting. And the poutine that they used to have at the Outpost or whatever, not good at all.
I wouldn't be hopeful.
Let's hope this one does us proud, us Canadians proud. My pixie dust this week, I figured we would share, but you already had pixie dust, but I wanted to let everybody know. So this is going to go live, and then there's going to be another on location podcast. Road trip. Carrie and I are heading down to Dayton, Disneyana this weekend.
Woohoo!
Now, if you've been listening to us for a while, we've been quite a few times to this event. It is an event in Dayton, Ohio, and they have different vendors that sell old memorabilia, fun Disney stuff. They do auctions. They do all sorts of fun stuff. Our Disney friends are there, and it's all to raise money for Pirate Packs, which is a charity that feeds kids at school. But this is the last one.
Yeah.
They're not doing any more Dayton Disneyanas. This is the final one. So we absolutely had to make sure we were going to this one. And so we're heading down just later this week. And
Fran's favorite thing, a road trip.
oh my Lord. Yes. It's an 8-hour drive, and that's no stops, no nothing, no traffic. So yeah. So I did buy, we used Carrie's mics on the last one. I bought some extras. So I figured we could record in the car and record on the way.
And let's just, for the record, we know that, the only reason you're going this time is because it's the last one. That was how I was getting you to this one. I don't know that there was enough time in between your last road trip that you'd want to go on this one again. But I was like, it's the very last one.
I know. And one of my friends was like, why are you driving? Can you not fly? I'm like, no, believe me. I have looked into it. There's no airport close enough that wouldn't require me to fly in and then rent a car and do like another 4 hours on the other side. So it doesn't make any sense. So we got to drive.
We can't leave them. We cannot show up for the last one.
I know. And this is where I end up. Last time I came home with like 5 mugs, matchbooks from the 70s, an ashtray, like, yeah, I end up buying all sorts of stuff that I probably don't need, but I love. And this is the last one. So we'll see what we end up buying.
It's the last one.
And there'll be some stops on the road trip too. So we're going to take you with us on the next podcast. So stay tuned for that in a couple of weeks. And if you made it all the way to the end of this podcast, thank you for listening. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks for listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Make sure you're following us on your favorite podcast player so you'll get a new episode every week. And find us on social media too. We'd love to hear from you.
Till next time, remember, you are never too old to be young. Chase your dreams and design your own happily ever after.